everybody, Shannon here. Okay, today's video is going to be uh toys that once held value that hold like no value at all anymore. Okay, and I thought this was interesting because when I was a kid, like I owned a lot of these toys that they were like, projected to like be worth lots of money, in the future, and they were like only worth anything when I had them, and now they are not worth shit. Okay. So first one is TY beanies. Okay, these were huge. These were ginormous. The amount of different kinds of beanies that you could get. Okay, like, and you could get them at Walmart. You got the not Walmart, McDonald's. And you got like the mini ones at McDonald's, and you could buy like oversized ones, and there were just so many. Okay, my stepmother's mother. Okay, she had an entire room like full of these things, okay? Like she had like, you know, tote boxes, like huge, big tote boxes full of them to the ceiling high, tote boxes to the ceiling high, filling up an entire room. She had like every single kind that there was. Like that, the best part about that whole like TY beanie thing was that like my stepmother and her mother were like always getting Happy Meals so that they could get, the mini TY beanies to add to their collections. So, us kids, we scored on that one. McDonald's Happy Meals all the time. But okay, kind of sucked we didn't get the toy unless it was, a toy that they already had. So like these things were huge, okay? And I had kept them for like a while thinking that like, they were gonna like hold value, and now they're worth nothing. They're like really not worth a whole lot at all. I mean, like sure, some of them, like maybe the Princess Di Bears are still like worth something, the specialty ones, but like most of them are not worth anything, and you can get them for like $3, like at either stores or even like flea markets. I'll find like a bunch of them and stuff. So yeah, they dropped dramatically, and I kind of feel bad for all the people that bought so many, because yeah, you just spent like thousands of dollars for nothing. Um, Next on my list is Furbies. Okay, now Furbies are still somewhat popular, but they weren't as popular as they were way back when. Okay, now I got two Furbies. When Furbies first launched, I received two Furbies, and I remember getting a call from well, I mean, I was at my dad's house, and my stepmother, apparently somebody she knew was trying to get a Furby for her kid, and they were all sold out everywhere, and she was willing to pay me $200 for one of my Furbies. Okay, now stupid move on my part. I turned it down because I'm a kid, okay, and I don't know any better, and I thought that like they were gonna be worth more money later, and that was my reasoning as to not, like selling it to this lady. Like I don't know. I feel like my stepmother should have convinced me to, at some point. I mean, even though they were my toys, I think like she should have like tried to like manipulate me into saying like yes or something. So yeah, like that sucked because then like, not too long down the road, like several months later, they were like on sale for like 20 bucks and they were no longer popular. I was like, oh my god, why? And now I have these two annoying little toys that supposedly they say if you put them in the corner, like facing the wall, that they'll like go to sleep. Mine never went to sleep. I felt like they were possessed. They would be like I would put them like literally in separate sides of the room, one in one corner, one in the other corner, and they would just talk all night, act like they were having conversations, okay? And even if I turned like one of them off, the little button that actually turned it off and left the other one like by itself awake, like thinking that it would go to sleep, it never went to sleep, and I really felt like my toys were possessed. So, okay, next on the list is Cabbage Patch Dolls, and these are still somewhat popular among collectors. There's collectors that have like, every Cabbage Patch Doll known to man, and they can actually, I guess, still go for money. But what I'm getting at is like they're not really popular these days. Like, Who goes to the store and they're like, I want to get my kid a Cabbage Patch doll? No, you want to get your kid like the Bratz doll or the, Monster High doll or even Barbie. Barbie's still popular. So, yeah, Cabbage Patch, they may not have lost their complete value, but they're just not as popular. Okay, so next on my list is one of my favorite. The last two things on my list are my favorite, but this was one of my favorites too. Okay, and Pogs. Okay, if you know what I'm talking about, you had an awesome childhood. Pogs were awesome. I had like some of the best slammers ever, and I like love to brag about it to all my friends. Okay, I had like, platinum ones and gold ones and just like all sorts of cool ones with skulls and all sorts of designs. Now, to be honest, like I didn't actually ever really play with them. Like I know the Pogs, there was actually like a game you were supposed to play like with slammers and stuff, and I don't know if you were supposed to like make them bounce into something or like in a circle or something. I don't know how the game was that you were supposed to play. All I knew was I was a collector, so I collected tons of them, and I treated them like gold. Okay, I didn't ever want to trade with any of my friends because I felt like I had the better ones and they had the crappier ones. Because they had like all sorts of designs on them. I think they had like cartoon designs on them too, on some of them, like popular cartoons of that time. All I know is they had like just so many different kinds. And believe it or not, like if I could start a collection again, I would probably start collecting Pogs because I don't know, they're colorful and they're cool and shiny and just I don't know. It's something about like Pogs. I think like they brainwashed us into like always liking them. So yeah, they're not popular at all. Most people probably don't even know, what Pogs are, unless you're like in my specific like age group range, in your 20s, you know what Pogs are, but probably like kids, teenagers right now have probably no idea what Pogs are. So, okay, last and final thing on my list is again one of my favorites. I was a huge collector. Pokemon. Okay? And I know like technically Pokemon's still somewhat popular. They got like their shows and they still make cards and stuff. However, it's kind of like watered out now. Like, you got like all these different types of like regions of different Pokemon and stuff, and you got like futuristic ones and I don't know. Okay, I'm not really too impressed with Pokemon cards now, but when it was popular, okay, when they first came out, like I was all about it. It was like, oh my god, it's like having like little virtual like dinosaur pets. Like they were so cool with superpowers. Okay, so like I had like freaking so many holographic cards. Okay, and I was like super proud about this. I was like, oh my god. And the best part about it was like you could get a pack of them for like $5. And they would actually put like good cards in there. Like, you might have to buy like 3 packs before you get like a good one. But the point is, like, you had more of a chance of getting like good, valuable cards. And I did. And believe me, I kept these things for years. I kept these things when I was like 22 years old. And I'm like 25 now. So it was either like 21 or 22 that I finally like parted with them because I felt like I had such like a child like kinship with these cards. Like they had been through so much with me. And there was like no purpose to have them except to just have them. So I finally like gave in. I was like, oh my god, like Shannon, you're way too old for this. You have to get rid of your Pokemon cards. And I did, and I threw them in the garbage. And I had a moment like, I'm a grown up now. This sucks. But yeah, I played the whole like Game Boy too. Like that was like my favorite thing. Okay, was playing on the Game Boy. Oh my god! Like if I could find a Game Boy with like old school Pokemon, like I would still probably like play it every now and then. Okay, like shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, we have like a PS3, but I mean like I would still probably occasionally play with it. Like I'd give it to the kids as like something for them to play with, but like if they weren't looking, I'd be like, Mommy's gonna play. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun, and I was like really good at it too. So of course you enjoy something you're awesome at. And so yeah, okay, those were, all these things that I just listed. They're all like, pretty popular, and they aren't anymore. They're, it's old news. I don't really know what kids' toys are super popular right now. All I know is I get the bright, shiny things. I buy those things for my kids, so whatever's bright and shiny and on TV, pretty much. So yeah, this was my little video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, it's not really like enjoyable. It's just kind of like a whatever facts video. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.